EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. And we are underway here in Atlanta. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
The slot man in motion right. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Canadian-born Nathan Shepard. They're on the stop.
26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action with Cousins. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That's complete. He's got it to London. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
left side by Pitts. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Atlanta.
That's another.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
That's caught. It's Charlie Warner, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
We'll see how much that decision costs them as the game unfolds, but give credit to this defense. They found a way to get off the field. They had their backs against the wall there on the opening drive.
Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Pitts is the man in motion. Algier. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
2 on the play.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to run. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shuck. Interesting story. Off injured in college, the 3rd quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
Here's a guy, Mike, that has a really interesting college football journey. I mean, he is as well seasoned, I would say, as possible. Mike, think about this. He played 7 different seasons of football at the college level. So he's got ideal size, he's got strength, he's got all the physical stuff. A little bit of a pocket passer, but he has the arm and a little of the mobility that you need to make plays and play quarterback at this level. Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
Saints, first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he'll get about 5.
Divine Diablo on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Shuck. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Yards on the play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll run here with Kamara. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Again, it'll be Kamara. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Still third down.
3rd and goal. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara.
Shuck's pass complete to number 41.
I like the play call on 3rd and goal there, giving the ball to your back and seeing if he can punch it in. But now it really sets up a pretty interesting decision. Does the play caller and the head coach want to roll the dice and go for a touchdown, or are they happy just settling for a field goal?
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll run for it. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Falcons offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Taylor on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Cousins. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Results.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So after 1, it's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jalen Walker there to make the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Shuck. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A first down throw for Cousins. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Brings up 2nd
Chase
and
Young
17.
getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And third down coming up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll be taken down short of the first down. It is a gain of 8, but it leads to 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion is Hill. Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Javon Bailey was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, 3rd down's just a little bit more manageable, because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in 3rd and pass.
On 3rd and long, here's Shuck. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. On play action, it's Shuck. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. The air once more. Shuck. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Carl Granderson in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing his Cousins. Open man, he's got it. It's London. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Shuck. Open is Taysom Hill. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 5. A give running right with Kamara. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Saints first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints first down.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Second and inches. On the give, here's Estimate. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
On the zone read, it's Shuck. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On second down, it's Shuck. This one caught at the 4.
Shuck's pass complete to Mason Tipton. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on third and goal. To throw is Shuck, and that is incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. His kick is perfect. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35. It's a big run by Robinson. 37 yards.
First down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
Now Cousins on the bootleg. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
On the option, here's Robinson. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Mario Davis there on the play.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And that one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Falcons go out to a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Shuck. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and They get him down for a sack.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Shuck to throw on second down. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. Talk things over before third down. To the air is Shuck. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
2nd and 10. Cousins gonna throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In motion is Hill. From the gun on 3rd down, Shuck. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Pitts is the man in motion. 2nd down. Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now, Cousins. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Now Shuck. Short pass caught by Morello. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down. On the ground, it's the tight end.
And the Saints, 1st down. A gain of 5. 1st down, New Orleans.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shuck Going to try to run it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Shuck. Get this to his do-everything guy, Taysom Hill. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line, and the drive continues. First down.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for one extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the first down. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give running left with Kamara. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. That's David Onyemata in there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in! Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Saints.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. Saints will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Carter on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. That's to Mooney, complete right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons send their punting unit out as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Esteban. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, it's Esteban. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll run with Robinson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. He's going to have the 1st down and more. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
32-yard line.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Ryan Brzee. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Cousins. That one taken in by London. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Cousins to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Kyle Pitts.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
The Falcons getting their punter out there as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The Saints offense headed back to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. The defense puts 2 points on the board with a safety. But, Greg, a lot of credit, not just to the defense, but special teams as well.
Give that assist here, Mike, to the punter. Just a play ago, being able to pin that offense deep inside their own territory leads directly to that 2-point safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the 1st half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Another run here for Robinson. Down the sideline, past the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
First and 10
at this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so they're going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Gonzalez now for the point out.
Extra point.
The kick is good. And the Falcons will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Saints 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. A carry here for Estimate. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. In motion is Hill. Another run, and again, it's Estimate. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. To throw is Shuck. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. London brought in motion. On the toss, it's Robinson. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss on the
You know,
play.
at this point, the
It's
defense
3rd
has
and
to sell out and
16.
stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40.
42 yards.
It is a big play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Once he saw the
line.
defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late.
Defense.
He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. We'll try the right side with Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's a run with Algier. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
10 yards.
A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
1st and 10
Two-possession
at the
lead, 4th
17-yard
quarter.
line.
This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On 1st down, Cousins. That caught left side by Pitts. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
That's another.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run with Robinson. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Robinson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 3rd.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs, now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll motion the slot man right. On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion, heading right. Shuck to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think he's better off if he would have just decided to throw that ball away. He had nowhere to go. He tried to go through his progression as quick as he could, but sometimes you just have to learn, Mike, at this level, learn to play the next snap. If it's not there, you don't get the perfect look, throw it away. That play didn't work. Line up, snap it, and do it again.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll go again with Robinson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
The Saints take over first and
The Saints offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Shuck. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
That's caught. It's Aldrich Estime. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
makes it third.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21.
They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 21.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
On second down, it's Shuck. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
In motion is Hill. Now Shuck on third down. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go, and it is Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, first and 10. give, it's Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Algier. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They're running here with Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll drop to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding, offense.
So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. They'll work the middle here with Algier. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal.
I used to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's 3rd and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the first down, great. But if not, You bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on third down, you add it on top of the punt.
39-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Saints 10.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a third, so good decision. Just throw it away.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, it's Shuck. The right side to Olave. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
It's 3rd and 7.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Shuck. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Falcons. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.